All right, so today we're going to be doing a little bit of retail arbitrage. Today is Kohl's clearance event where all their clearance items are marked down 50% off. So what we're going to be looking for today is mainly clothing and shoes, but I'm going to be taking you guys along with me to see if we can find anything that we can flip on eBay or Poshmark for a profit. So let's get right into it. So these are some Nike Reacts 8 mesh series. They were originally $63.75 on clearance, so half of that would be about $31.50. And I bought a few of these online as well for much cheaper. They were $21 online, so I ended up picking up 6 in store and 6 online. They usually can sell between $70 and $100 with about a 90% sell-through rate, so I picked up quite a few. These were some dames right here, and basically these were not marked with the yellow sticker, so they did not qualify for the 50% off clearance. Though they were about $42, it was a pass for me at the checkout. And that was about it for this clearance rack. Picked up a few Nikes and left the rest. The rest are just some Skechers, Dockers, and a pair of Levi's. So on to the next shelf. I checked out the women's clearance section and I scanned a few barcodes just to double check on pricing, and there was nothing worthwhile here. There were a few New Balances, but the margins were not what I was looking for. I'm typically looking for things that are going to be 50% or higher on sell-through, and I want to at least double my money when I'm buying shoes. All right, so it all went really well at our first Kohl's stop. Picked up a few pair of Nikes, some Adidas joggers, some Adidas hoodies, as well as a few pair of Levi's. So I'm gonna be headed to 3 Kohl's today. We're gonna be on to our second one. I spent about $200 at that Kohl's, got 11 items, so around $19 per item, but the potential profit turning $200 into maybe $700 potential profit come Q4. So let's get into this second Kohl's and see what we could find. When I just first started out reselling clothing, I had a hard time identifying different types of pants, chinos, joggers, compression pants. That was a little bit overwhelming for me, and that is why I created this complete eBay guide for clothing item specifics. You could find it linked in the description down below, and in this guide, over 130 pages and over hundreds of item specifics defined for you with a photo to help you guys go further faster in your reselling journey. So one thing, when I first started, I had a hard time jumping from website to website, looking for definitions of different sleeve types, of different pant types, of different blouses. It can be overwhelming, and especially if you're a beginner. So that is why I created the guide. It's all a bunch of aggregated information to help you guys when you're doing your listings, when you're doing your product research, and to help you come up with some better keywords that are going to be better for search engine optimization. You can find it linked below, or you could just scan this QR code right here and it will take you right to the Amazon page. I want to say a big shout out to everyone that has ordered the book. I think we've sold over 220 copies in just 6 weeks, hard copies, in over 50 or so ebooks. So I am so appreciative, and I just want to take the time to say thank you guys. God bless you, because it does greatly help support the channel. I stopped at this clearance rack mainly for men's button-up shirts, but nothing again. It was just some Tommy Hilfiger basic t-shirts, some App 9 button-up shirts, Eddie Bauer button-up shirts, but they were all going, even on clearance, for about $13. I'm just not going to be paying that when these items sell for about that on eBay. So that stuff I could leave for the Goodwill bins. Now we're stopping at this other clearance rack. Really wasn't able to find stuff that is worthwhile for me. You know, doing this just a few times, I really want to be able to set some standards in my business. And if I'm going to be paying up for items, I really need them to have at least a 50% sell-through rate and a double up on my money. So if I'm spending $21 to $30 on a pair of clearance shoes, I want them to be able to sell for $60, $70, $80. So just to account for fees and shipping and whatnot. So basically just finding, you know, some Steve Madden, you know, some more Sonoma, some Nine West. These brands, to me, in my opinion, are not worth picking up. Even things like Levi's and some off-brand stuff that Kohl's has, it's just not worth it. So found a few Adidas, some Cloudform shoes. Those sell for like $40 on eBay, and they wanted $25. So just not a lot of meat left on the bone. So yeah, and I wasn't expecting to get my whole inventory from Kohl's. I was just expecting to get just a few items to add into my store. All right, so the second one, not as good as the first. I think I'm gonna hit up one more Kohl's to see what we could find, and then I'll review everything we purchased, the cost of goods, and the potential profit when I get home. So let's get into this third Kohl's. And we're back. So that was a fun and eventful sourcing trip, but of course the GoPro battery had died on that last Kohl's trip. I ended up getting about 14 items, spending a little over $240, mainly shoes. We got some Under Armour shoes that I got for 20 bucks each. These resell for about 60 with a 50% sell-through rate. I got some Nike React shoes. Those I got for about $21. Got some hats as well, some Adidas joggers, a couple pair of Levi's, a few other things. So it's about 114 degrees out right now, and that is also another reason why I just went to 3 Kohl's. I could have gone to 6 of them, but one thing I did last night was Kohl's also ran their sale online. So I did a little bit of shopping at 12 Eastern time, so 9 o'clock my time, and I bought about $400 worth of other items. A big bulk purchase within that was Crocs. I got all new with tag Crocs for about $8 to $11 a pop, which looking to resell those for anywhere between $25 and $35. So those are the things that I'm kind of putting in my business. I want to really be able to put newer items in my store come Q4. This is just something that I'm going to be experimenting with, doing a little bit of due diligence before I go out and start dropping $5 grand on retail arbitrage. I think it's going to be something that I do as kind of a hybrid business model. I'm going to be doing a little bit of thrift stores, a little bit of wholesale coming in, and also bringing in some new with tags items. So What do you guys do? Do you do any retail arbitrage, or do you just stick with thrift stores? I want to know. Leave in the comments down below. Tell me how I did. I think that this is going to be a really nice, fun thing to bring onto the channel to see if it doesn't work for me, it may work for you, but if it is something that you do want to get interested in, just comment down below. I'm happy to answer your guys' questions. So I hope you all have a blessed rest of the day, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Take care.